Now, when people hear Kerala backwaters, they picture one thing: a luxury houseboat floating in the backwaters under coconut trees. And I thought the same thing. It's world famous, of course. But here's a plot twist: I did not go on the houseboat. Almost 5:30 in the morning. Look at the prawns. Oh my gosh. In this video, I'm not taking you on the backwaters. I'm taking you into the narrow canals where houseboats can't fit, where life actually happens, and where the backwaters stop being a tourist attraction and become a home. So before you book that luxury houseboat, let me show you why I did not.
Okay, that bus ride was extremely traumatic for me, and now I am in Alleppey. Really happy with the fact that I actually got here.
How I got here is mentioned in my last video, which I suggest you watch after this video if you haven't yet. Since I was traveling in a budget, I booked a hostel dorm in Coast Stops Alleppey, which is close to the beach, pretty much walkable. It's not the best place to stay, but it's not too bad if you're on a budget. Once I freshened up, I walked up to Cafe Catamaran, which was suggested to me by someone, to have some dinner and kickstart my 2 days in Alleppey.
This is beautiful. You wanna see? Great, I came here. So that's my food. It's grilled chicken with naan and some sauces with coffee. And basically, if you come to Alleppey, you will find a lot of Middle Eastern influence in the food. A lot of people from Kerala go to Middle East and they bring the culture back here, so that's what you get. But the point is that the food is amazing. The flavor and the masala coating is fabulous. It's been a while since I had good chicken like this. You know what I love about sunsets? They just keep getting better. Look at this.
Almost 5:30 in the morning.
So yeah, it is super early and I don't have my mic on because I'm going on the kayak.
When you Google Alleppey, you see these massive houseboats, and honestly, that was my first instinct too. But I realized that these big boats are stuck on the aquatic highways. They can't fit into the narrow veins of this region. And those narrow canals, that's where the actual life is. So I ditched the luxury cruise and instead met up with Fetson, who runs Go Paddle, because I wanted to see the backwaters from water levels starting right at sunrise.
But if you're coming here, you need repellent. The mosquitoes here are insane. I'm being eaten alive. What a way to start the day. It's magic.
See, everyone knows Alleppey for the huge backwaters and those pretty houseboat views. But that's actually not where the real life happens. The small canals, where I am right now, the ones you can only enter on a kayak or a tiny boat, this is where the actual backwater life exists. As I paddled deeper, I realized for the people living here, these canals are literally their roads. So for them, this isn't a backwater tour, this is just Monday morning. And as the sun came up and the water turned cold, it really hit me. I wasn't on some typical tourist activity, I was literally kayaking through the lifeline of this whole community, and no houseboat can take you there. After the tour, Fetson recommended that I should try breakfast at Raja Tea Stall, which is 80 years old and serves authentic food from the region, and I was all up for it. I ordered the signature parota and beef curry, and oh my god, it smelled divine. I couldn't wait to take a bite.
Oh, yum.
I did have some questions in my mind whether I will get food poisoning or not from eating here, but it is a very popular place. The food gets made very fresh and it's constantly running. There's nothing old, all cooked right then and there when you order. So I highly recommend it, and the Google reviews also say the same thing.
Okay people, after this morning's kayak, I could not get enough of the backwaters of Kerala. So I have Fetson here and he's taking me around on this beautiful Shikara to explore. And what's the name of the lake?
Vembanad Lake.
Vembran? Vembanad Lake.
When I got onto the Shikara, I thought it's going to be the same as what I saw in the morning, but I was so wrong. Out here, people live right on the river. Some houses get flooded every year. Many of these villages only got proper electricity and running water a few years ago, and still no one wants to leave. And honestly, I was so confused and I had so many questions, but I was glad Fetson was there to answer them all.
And they don't want to move there, that side?
I mean the town side?
Yeah.
They are not ready to move. That's the thing actually. Every year the flood will happen because these places are below sea level.
Yeah.
In June, July, what we do, the shutter will be open.
Yeah.
At that time actually they don't do farming. The water flow will be connected connected to ocean.
Okay.
So water level will be like that only.
Even though like their houses go underwater during floods, they still don't want to move.
One thing actually, they don't panic because every year they are seeing the flood.
Yeah.
When the flood is before that, actually, May, June, July, they will put some bricks inside their home, and the fridge will be left, bed will be left.
Okay. And it happens every year.
Every year.
Shit. But I mean, considering it's so close, you know, the town is right across, and they still. And what's their main work? Farming.
Farming and fishing also.
Okay. And these are boat jetties for the.
Yeah, right. When the people need to consult a doctor, the timings are there: homeo, English medicine, and Ayurveda.
Oh.
So the people are coming over there. So boat will
Okay.
be parked over there. Doctor will be inside. Medicine will be inside.
Wow.
After knowing all of those things, my whole view about this place changed. It was a whole different world with its deep connection to the water. By the time we got off the Shikara, I felt like I understood Alleppey a little more than when I woke up that morning. And then, as if the day couldn't get better, Fetson said he was taking me for some proper Kerala food, like real stuff locals eat, and oh my god, I was not prepared for how good lunch was.
This looks lovely only. Look at the
Masala is
prawns.
really good.
Oh my gosh. The prawns. I love prawns. I'll try one. This is amazing.
Yeah, the masala is. We don't have rice, no. Otherwise
Yeah.
we can take rice also.
Over here, if you're eating, you have to get your hands dirty. Especially in the places that are like more local. There are no spoons.
We got fish fry, fish curry, and tapioca to start with. We were a bit late for lunch, so the rice was finished. But the flavors and the food were just amazing. This was by far the best food I had tried on my trip. It's a family-run restaurant which is called Subash Hotel, but it is not a hotel, it's a restaurant. And if you're in the area, you cannot miss this place. It will be a crime.
And after that delicious lunch, I'm not done yet.
Because there's one more way to see life at backwaters, and that is with a country boat. And yes, I'm again with Gopal and Fetson for a sunset country boat tour.
Okay, if you see these yellow boats, these are the water taxis and they are free. So it's for the people here to go from this side, the water villages, to the main town. These are the government boat jetties where the bigger boats come and take them, but when you go inside the villages, big boats can't go there. So you see these houseboats and everything, they stay in the bigger channels, they don't go inside the villages. To explore the inside of villages, you have to go in these kind of boats which are tiny and you can basically like put them through bridges. During the floods, these houses got flooded, so now the new ones are being built on stilts. And this boat you see coming in, that's a school boat. Only students like sit in here. That over there is a floating market and I'm gonna go and get some snacks from there. Salted mango. I heard salted mango. I was like, can we stop?
Mango.
Oh no, mango finished.
See, only for you. We're gonna make mango.
Oh yes, fresh. I'm getting fresh. Got my mangoes. Amazing.
What is that?
Now we enter the actual backwaters, and if you see here, the water level, that's the water level, and the houses, they're like low because they are built below sea level. These are man-made, these canals, and they are like sloping backwards. So all the water from the lake and the ocean, it just flows back into this area. So that's why it's called backwaters. Did you know that? If not, then give me a thumbs up because I told you this information. And a big thumbs up to Fetson because he told me this information. This water is probably the lifeline of this area because these people, they're pretty much disconnected from the main town. They have personal boats instead of cars and bikes, and they use this to transport. This is the water they use to wash, clean.
This area is insanely beautiful, yes, but it's also fragile. This is one of the few places in the world where people farm below sea level. They literally call it the Holland of the East, and when you're gliding past the banks on this tiny motorized boat, you can actually see it. The water is almost level with the land, and sometimes it even looks higher.
I have to see this. This is a school and it's made on stilts, so it doesn't get like flooded.
And when I see places like these, I realize that climate change is already here. Rising water levels aren't a theory for this place. Every year the water takes a little more.
As I was talking about plastic, some got trapped in the motor. See? So we got off in one of the villages. That's the temple, and we're getting coffee here. I love this tour, guys. You have to do this. The kayak and the country boat both. If you have to choose, and if you don't want to do like the kayaking, go for the country boat, because this shows you the real backwaters, not just the glimpses. You see the whole life, like how people live, how things happen here. And we're so much inside, it's no jokes.
When I was coming here, I had my guard up. I was hyper aware, scanning everything, but somewhere in this quiet sunset, something shifted. Maybe it was the people waving from their courtyards, or on the way the locals smiled back when I paddled through their canals, or maybe it was just trusting the Go Paddle team to show me their home the way they know it. Whatever it was, the fear I had at the start, it slowly turned into respect. Respect for the people, the land, and the way they have adapted to water being both their biggest challenge and their lifeline. Alleppey isn't just a pretty postcard, it's a lesson in survival and connection. And if you ever come here, reconsider the bigger houseboats. Sit in a small country boat, feel the water splashing on you, watch the sky turn purple, because that's the only way to truly see this place.